Hey there, it's Clay with Relationship Inner Game, and in this video I want to explain to you a little bit of what I call fortune cookie advice when it comes to relationships. Now, I know that a lot of people have heard a lot of what I call fortune cookie advice, just use like short little, pithy little sayings that people throw around that, maybe they're like one or two sentences or something like that, like something that you might find inside of a fortune cookie. And the problem with a lot of fortune cookie advice is that it really doesn't help you very much. And in fact, when you add it all up, the advice is really kind of like a do-nothing sort of approach. It's like, if I were to actually follow this advice, I would basically be doing nothing. And when it comes to breakups, there's a very, very common piece of fortune cookie advice out there. And that is that time heals all wounds. So I want to discuss that a little bit today and explain to you why this isn't really a very productive strategy when it comes to dealing with a breakup. So first of all, I'm sure if you've ever gone through a breakup, you've heard this phrase, time heals all wounds, right? And I want you to know that it's not really true. Time doesn't necessarily heal all wounds. And I know this from personal experience. I had actually a very good friend of mine who, before I ever became like somebody who helps people with relationships or dating, he actually went through a breakup, and it was a really bad breakup. Basically, him and his girlfriend broke up when she was going to go off to graduate school on the other side of the country. And he was just left on, in the Seattle area where the two of us grew up, and he was really heartbroken. He spent a lot of time hanging out with me because we were good friends, but I could tell that he was really heartbroken, and this went on for over a year. He would, try to work things out with her, try to send her love letters, write her love songs, all of that stuff, and the two of them just weren't kind of clicking. They were just kind of rubbing each other the wrong way, and there were all these conflicts and everything. And even after a year, he was still caught up in this. His wounds had not been healed due to the breakup. And even taking this a step further, sometimes I talk to other people out there who help people with dating and relationships, and I was talking to this one relationship coach out there, and he said that the longest period of time that he had noticed that somebody had been hung up on their ex that he had observed was over 30 years. Yeah, so one of his clients was still hung up on some college girlfriend that he had when he was, maybe 18, 19, 20 years old or something like that. And now he was well into his 50s and still hung up on that woman. And every interaction he had with another woman, he was always comparing it to her, wishing that the woman he was dating was her and all of that stuff. And so I hope you don't believe that time heals all wounds, because it really doesn't necessarily work that way. So if that's the case, then what actually does heal wounds? That is actually a concentrated and focused effort on actually healing. It's a concentrated and focused effort on releasing the pain and the emotions of the breakup so that you have the space and desire to welcome in some sort of new energy, some sort of new dynamic, some sort of new whatever into your life. And oftentimes for some people that will happen automatically given time, but it doesn't always happen that way. Usually when people naturally and organically heal from a relationship breakup, it's because it's not because time passes. It's because they get kind of fed up with the energy of the breakup. They get fed up with just kind of sitting in that pain, sitting in that sadness, sitting in that heartbreak. And they just decide enough is enough. I am ready to move forward with my life and do something else. And that kind of cathartic moment, that cathartic experience can actually change the energy surrounding that person to the point where they are ready to step into some sort of new chapter, whether that's embracing, life as a single person, starting a new relationship, or, anything else entirely. And some of us, we need a little bit of an extra kick in the ass to get ourselves over a breakup. And yeah, even if you don't kind of go and consciously seek out healing from a breakup, you absolutely could get over a breakup a whole lot faster if you did. So just remember that time doesn't heal all wounds when it comes to breakups or emotional things. What actually does heal all wounds is a concerted effort to heal, to move on, to really step away from and out of the pain and agony that you are going through. And that is something that I always want you to remember if you are going through a breakup. I also want you to know that we do have a new course that is completely free, that is available for you to sign up for today if you so are interested. It's called the Self-Love Bootcamp, and it can start to change your relationship and your dynamic with yourself so that you can actually create that space in your life to start a new direction, whether that is letting go of the past through some kind of relationship breakup or some sort of relationship pain in the past, or whether it's creating space for something new, a new chapter, whether that's dating, whether that's a committed relationship, whether that's something else entirely. The Self-Love Bootcamp can help you nurture yourself and heal yourself so that you have the space and capacity to do all of that. And if that's something that you're interested in, please head on over to the website modernlove.life/self-love. Head over there and you can go ahead and sign up at no cost today, and you can get started. It's a simple 5-day process of going through one lesson a day for 5 days, and you'll learn a simple little self-love technique that will help you move on from things such as a relationship breakup. Why wait for time to heal your wounds when you can take matters into your own hands and get over it a whole lot quicker? So again, this has been Clay with Relationship Inner Game, and I will see you in our next video. Please take care.